Hello? Say hello to my little friend. Howdy y'all, and thanks for tuning in today for today's lesson. Alright, you're probably wondering why I'm waving all this stuff around and smashing that on my face. What we're going to be talking about is how to make your own silicone prosthetic, encapsulated silicone prosthetic mold to be precise. What I'm talking about right here is once you've made your negative stone mold, you want to use Vaseline to wipe the insides so that when you pour the Super Baldiez liquid in there and brush it around, it doesn't stick. So I use Vaseline to get a thorough coat on both my face and the mold there. And that's what I'm talking about right there. See how I'm poking around. So you slather it on and work it with your fingers, get in all the crevices, and let it set a little bit. And to the right, I'm still talking about that right there. That is a piece that I floated by pouring hot Chavant oil-based clay into that same mold, the stone mold, and flatten it out. That's the silicone I used for that one, which is R2230. And you can see the eye, it's upside down though. It's got some of the clay for flashing the edges. And I will show you again later on. You'll see the finished product. But yeah, it's been vacuumed and poured in there, and it's waiting to set, which is going to take about 8 to 10 hours, R2230, which you'll see in a few seconds. Once this is poured in, all you really can do is wait. But before that, I make sure that I use a air compressor or a airbrush, and there we have it again. Don't mind me because I'm talking during the video. I use a spray can, that's the catalyst. Once I pour the material onto my mold, or my main piece, that's a Chavant clay, I will, and I weigh it. I make sure you get your own digital scale and weigh everything, because that's very important. And mark it all down, keep your notes and whatnot. And once I do all of that, and I add the material into on the eye, which you'll see in a second, I really like poking that thing. And that's the catalyst again. Very exciting. Like I said, this is quick and dirty. Alright, you can see the air duster material. Yeah, I fill it up, weigh it, get down 10%. I tear it, hit the tear. That way you can null out the weight. And you know exactly how much you have in there. And let's see. Okay, so we're getting back to this. Once I mix up the material, and I pour a little bit at a time, I'll pour some on the detail, like where you see the slit for the eye. And before I go dumping the whole thing in, I'll use the duster, or you can use the airbrush to spray your silicone into all the crevices and the cracks to catch the detail. Because if you go filling that thing up, before you do that, before you catch any of the detail, you're going to get air bubbles in your mold, and that's what you don't want. So just pour it in the crevice there and airbrush it a little bit, kind of forces all the material into all the cracks. And then once you get it in all your detail, you can feel free to just pour the rest in, and it pours in pretty quick. Scrape it with the tongue depressor, make sure you get it all in there, and that's it for this shot. Let's see, what else exciting things can we talk about? Oh, some more dust. Yeah, see that? Okay. Alright, so what we're doing is I'm showing you, look at it, you can see how clear it is, so how the light shines through. If you turn it sideways, it looks bad, like something bad. You know what I mean? Okay, so let's pop this off. Dry the face. I'm not going to apply it, I'm just showing you. So it is sculpted on my face, and it can be glued on and blended, colored. I have to turn my face so it sits, otherwise it's going to look droopy. Look like Sylvester Stallone here. Just watch Rocky Balboa. So I look like I fought him in the ring. Once you glue it on, you blend it and put on. After I poured the material into here, I filled up all the crevices right here and a little bit around the where the flashing goes, right here. See that? And while holding like this, I press this in, and hopefully I don't break it. All right. So I pressed it in, and all the excess oozed out. And because normally when you mix up R1310, which is a skin soft silicone, it's still kind of thick when you press it together. And so when I diluted it with F100, which is a skin softener or the silicone softener, it thinned it out. It thinned out the material, which helped it to really press in closer. It locked up better. Hey guys, so the other day we covered some of the mold making processes and the materials I used to make this mold. So as you can see here, let's see, it took more than 8 hours for the R2230 to cure, but if you take a look at this, see that? You get all the detail. You can see the silicone channel right here for the flashing. You can see the look of the eye right there. And it actually turned out really well. It's not tacky or anything, it's firm. What you got to focus on is, or the next step I should say, would be encapsulating it and using the Silpack R1310 to make the skin soft silicone prosthetic piece for this. And what that will look like is something like this. See that skin silicone? Which we're going to be doing a video afterwards on my nephew who's hiding behind the camera over there on how to apply your silicone prosthetics like this. And so to get back to subject, one of the upcoming videos will be me showing you how to make your prosthetic piece with this. Alright, and that's it for today. Please subscribe. Thanks a lot. Hope you guys have a great day. See you soon. It's been too goddamn long since I last left a video message, you know what I mean? Yeah, like Nelly beer. Who doesn't like Nelly beer? Is a swollen eye prosthetic. Oh yes, darling. Swollen eyes suck. Looks like I was in a mud bath. Mud wrestling. Mud wrestling. Sounds good. Still has Vaseline on it. Yeah. Look at that. Look at that. That's awesome. Do you know who's awesome? This guy. This guy is awesome. Who's that? Looks like it's going into my ear. Okay. Okay, I'm crazy. I'll see you in a little bit.